It's your girl Robin.
And it's your boy Davon.
And welcome to Unfiltered with
Robin and Davon.
Where we talk about any and everything.
And if you can't keep it cute,
then let's keep it mute. Okay, except this.
Because we're going to talk about it.
Okay, everything above and below.
Okay.
You know what? It's so crazy, y'all. Like, well, y'all don't know what's so crazy, but it's so crazy to us because it's our first episode.
It really is, though. And honestly, like, the way it took us to get here.
It's been a
long time coming. But I know. You better lay low.
A podcast gonna come.
What?
And it is!
What?
And we here! And we here!
Ta-da! Like,
Ta-da!
No.
But we are here. Like, it's so crazy, but, like, it was really all worth it. Like, I'm just glad we got to this point. You know, tell them about, like, you know, what is Unfiltered? Like,
Okay. I've been wanting to say this for so long.
I know, right?
Okay. But basically, Unfiltered is basically me and Robin basically showcasing our personalities basically on a camera. But we really do this in real time, in real life, honestly. So it's really fun how the world can just see who Robin and Devon is in real time.
Yeah, I think our whole thing is just like, I don't know. I just call it like structured, unhinged, and you know, like we do a lot of things, but we know where we're going. We have the end goal. You know, like me and Davon, we're both I'm 20. He's almost 20. But really, you know, we're just navigating our 20s together like we're in college, you know, and we're just here to like just share that with you guys, you know. Like we're gonna talk about everything. We're gonna do a lot of a key baby. Okay.
And also, like how I always think of Unfiltered is because I always want like a podcast where I can just like, you know, be in bed with a box of pizza, just cut it up in my bed, like, or just doing some homework and like listening to a podcast in the background, and I can just look at people like, like just have a key with it, you know, like, and that's what really Unfiltered is about, just letting your hair down.
Literally, like it's gonna be a whole lot of laughs, baby. I'm gonna laugh, you're gonna laugh, he gonna laugh, y'all gonna laugh together. But it's also gonna be them serious moments. We gonna talk about mental health. We gonna tell you how to boss up.
Okay.
We gonna tell you how to better yourself.
Okay.
You better come on.
At the end of the day,
you better
because at the end of the day, you feed us, we feed you, vice versa.
Because we gonna be fed well together, okay? But really, we gonna do a lot of laughs, but we gonna really just also get into like serious topics. We gonna talk about everything. We're talking about music, clothes, fashion, food. We're doing all that because that's just what we're all about. Like we're everything above and below, right?
The same way we're comfortable on this couch, we want you to be comfortable in your place. You know? You're our family now.
Period.
And y'all are coming on the show with us.
Yeah, and we just gonna be a little unfiltered together.
A little.
Right?
But let's get into it though.
So I know we had some people like, you know, want to know some things about us, you know.
Yes. So what we decided to do was put on our Instagrams just a questionnaire. Just wanted to know, you know, what do you want to know more about Robin and Davon? And surely enough, y'all were unhinged. I thought we were unhinged. We still lie. But y'all.
But okay, y'all no, because let's take a pause. Some of the questions, y'all, like I think we need to tell like y'all.
You know we gotta do a double take, like
y'all talking about how we do y'all. First of all, y'all gonna know that me and him, we is like, right?
No, because let me say it. Because what I'm gonna say it, because if he ain't gonna say it, because we Unfiltered.
Okay.
What like, hey, and I really wanted to name drop, but I'm gonna try to keep it cute because I don't have my phone on me right now. I have it back on set, but. One of the questions that stuck with me was because it wasn't just one person; it was multiple people asking this. Was when was the last time I did the? And I'm like, and I'm looking at,
I'm like, what?
So like, it makes me like, I'm like really thinking like, do y'all really think that we're in a relationship or some type?
Well, I mean, y'all wouldn't know anything, but to the people who like know us, it was just kind of crazy. You know what I mean? But I think we should get into like, you know, they want to know like how we met, like how did Robin and Davon come about? Because I know y'all are like, I don't know y'all. Well, y'all are finna get to know us. We're gonna take our little backstory so we can, you know.
Okay. So here's the infamous story about how Robin and Davon met. So basically, let's just say about like, you know, last year, like more like in the summer, heading into like the fall semester, I had messaged Robin and I was like, hey girl, we should definitely like focus on this upcoming talent show. I really want to win this year. I really feel like you just have this talent that's just, you know, very great, divine. I think we should just, you know, go to Nashville or just go in the city, wherever we want to go to, and just like, you know, just fill the vibes out, have dinner, have, you know, just have a good day out. And then so honestly after that we just like we're just tight ever since. The vibe was good, energy was good 24/7. And we ended up practicing in the studio for like a good 2 or 3 months
Yeah, it
prior.
was like a good like 3 months.
Like it was a really good 3 months. Like we honestly like scrapped the choreo like so many times, but it was a really good experience because they really taught us so many like professional ways of how to see things and how to go about things. So it was a great experience. And after that, like we just literally just kept growing and growing and growing together, which was just like honestly like a friend for life at this point. So that really is just how we met though. It's like nothing too crazy, but it's just like it definitely is a story to tell.
Yeah, and I feel like in ways we have grown. I know a question was like, how do we feel like our relationship has like grown since we like first met each other? And like for me, I just feel like it hasn't been much growth to say the least, but like in a positive way, like as positive as possible. Because like I feel like when we first met, it was like just like such an instant like click. It was like it wasn't too much to grow from. I feel like if anything has been like stagnant, but in a good way. Like it hasn't had any dips. Like we've gone up some, but it's like we started out so high. Like it wasn't like, you know what I'm saying? Like it's not too much to grow. Like it's just like instant like connection. So I just feel like we just been vibing and just been stable and riding that wave like ever since.
And
like,
also like how people say like opposites attract. We're like opposites, but
we're
really the
same.
It's
that weird.
That makes sense. Like we have so much in common. It's like you would think that okay, well that's a coincidence, but like I don't.
But
believe
then we're like our own people and like we have our own personalities that are different. But then we're like we have so similar interests, so it's kind of like
and they go hand in hand.
I don't know. It's just kind of like
I think she was my first friend that had the same major as me too as well. Because I never met anyone that had the same major.
Yeah, because none of my friends are like marketing major. We're both marketing majors, so
I was like cool. That went hand in hand. But yeah, like cool. Honestly, it's my ride or die here, y'all. And we're siblings.
To the wheels. Like no, because y'all also talking about like relationships and stuff. Like are y'all?
No, and someone has to.
But it never gave.
It never gave that. No.
Y'all like, because my thing is again, y'all don't know this yet, but y'all gonna.
No, y'all be like, dragging it.
They like people who seen us. We never even gave.
No. Like I feel like people be dragging it saying that like we be holding hands in public and like no, like
I would.
Put that mother. Put the hand down.
Put it down. Put it down.
Like,
but no, like we never gave that, y'all.
No.
If anything, I be having words for him. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I be having sentiments. Yeah. But no. So people want to know like our favorite memory.
But there's so many. But I think one of my top favorites, just mainly because it's really up my alley, is when we went to the studio.
Oh yeah.
Like we were working on some stuff in the studio, but
Yeah, so me and Davon, we dance, we sing, we
hostess.
We have a podcast. We just like real artsy, like real crafty. We do like just a lot of things in the arts. Like we're basically just like creative, like creating things, making music, just doing stuff. Like that's just anything creative is just like that's what we like to do.
Well, anything new or like for me, I think the one thing that me and Robin I can say about us is that if it's something challenging, we like it. Because like we don't like to do something that's comfortable for us.
We're gonna do it. And we're gonna figure it out. Like honestly, like even with this podcast thing, for example, like I was thinking, I was like, dang, like it would have been really hard like if I was trying to do this by myself, which would have not been a problem, but it was just like even like the whole setup and everything. I'm like, man, I'm looking at him like, baby, I'm finna chat GBT, babe. Because I don't even know where like all this stuff, mics and stuff, baby.
No. Like,
maybe I would have been here with some AirPods in my iPhone, to be real. But not really though.
But no, like for real though, like honestly though, like this podcast and everything, like it's a blessing. Honestly, it's also like for me, like even though like it's another way to see our personality, I think it's another way for us to like what if we're mad one day? Just let out our emotions.
Just let it out because we're gonna let y'all know that's one thing too. One thing about me, I can say, and Davon, I'm sure can say this too. Like we not gonna hold back. If I'm just not having the best, I'm gonna tell y'all like I'm just not having the best day. A B C D E F G. Like
I feel like that's gonna make it so relatable because people like on social media put like this like facade like where it's just always so perfect when it's not. Like or like I feel like Instagram always shows you like the best moments, but like. Like I'm tired of seeing it.
That y'all relate to too, because we all got them, especially being in college. I'm gonna give you the real. I'm gonna tell you how school kicking my butt. I'm gonna tell you how my mental is being a little.
But I'm being quite honest, like,
because it be tried.
It do be trying me.
But that's what Unfiltered's about. It's about us. It's basically being like Unfiltered itself. Like, we're looking to build a community. Not even build a community, but build one. But just like have people have access to be able to join.
I want it to be like a safe space.
A safe space.
You know,
like it's just a place for you to just unwind, be yourself. That's why we post on Sundays. You know what I mean? When it, on Sundays, a little self-care day.
Go to church.
Go to church. Man.
Gotta start with that first.
Get them chips out the corner, because baby, I know they've been right.
Mm-hmm.
You do a little laundry, cook you a little. You know what I'm saying?
Them fresh sheets at the dryer.
Fresh sheets at the dryer.
Come on.
And then you put on a little Netflix show. You know, if you need recommendations.
You got it, cause I'm always watch a Netflix show.
And then to end the day, we're Unfiltered with
Robin and Davon. Like, come on.
Perfect. We're setting y'all up for success.
Like, and like I said, like before, we're not just sitting here, because I know like we're just like having the key right now. We're just like being relaxed now, but like honestly, we're in this still. Like, we do really get into like mental health topics, because especially stuff like there's stuff that Robin has been through, stuff that I've been through, like that we'll get into later on.
We know y'all been through.
Like, honestly, that like.
Man.
And we definitely want to like hear some of y'all stories as well. It's just like, this is not just a space where we just like are gonna laugh 24/7. So
yeah, and we just like being diverse, because like we want y'all to be like into everything, the kikiing, the laughs, the serious, but you might just need the serious for today, and that's fine, because we're gonna give it to you. But you also might just need to laugh as well, and baby,
we gonna be there.
Give it to you.
We're gonna give it to you
real bad. Okay, but yeah, that's what we're here for. Okay. So we gonna jump into some other things and wings and things. You know what I mean?
I want some wings.
Okay, real quick. Okay. What's your favorite kind of wing? That's real random, but like I just want to know, like, what's your favorite kind of like wing, like wing flavor?
Sweet spicy. Come on.
See, he likes sweet and spicy. Rashi, she likes sweet and spicy.
Yes.
Too. See, I like hot stuff. I'm more like a buffalo.
No.
Or a hot, like I like a.
I don't be like it. I feel like it's like at that point, like you're more like but you can't enjoy it. Are you playing the flute while you're like, I'm playing the flute.
With the wing. I'm weak.
Like, I really feel like I'm playing the flute while I'm eating. Like, I don't have time for all that. Like, sweet and spicy, you get the best of both worlds.
I'm a hot kind of girl, baby. I'm bringing all the heat. I can take all of it. I'm in the kitchen all day, right?
I know that's right.
Okay, I just wanted to know that. See, we just talk about any and everything.
Yeah, she just said
sometimes I jump around, right? It's me. Okay, pet peeve. Cause I already I know him, so I already know. But all
right. So since she knows something about, what's one of my pet peeves?
Your top pet peeve is uncleanliness.
Okay.
He don't play that.
No, like I don't think you understand. No, okay, Robin.
Order. He don't.
No, cause like
don't play
I'm
that.
not okay. Robin's house is always so clean. But she knows that as soon as we're done eating, I'm gonna wash some dishes. I'm on dish duty every time, and especially like she throws down in the kitchen too. So I'm like, okay, I'm gonna clean after you, cause I'm gonna clean after because if you gonna provide
some fried cabbage, mac and cheese, baby, little smothered pork chop on the side.
Girl, it is Thanksgiving.
Cornbread with the honey cornbread.
No, every time, like I'm going to no. Cause I don't really like to cook.
Cause I be like, I'll cook as long as you do dishes. Cause baby, them dishes we be tussling, and I know y'all understand them dishes. I'ma do them, but like
especially if you don't soak them in water before.
But it's just like I'd rather not.
Okay. But my other pet peeve though is, which I can't stand. I know it's one. I know it's one of yours too, but one of mine like I cannot stand is like, like. My blood is boiling even thinking about it. It just very much annoys me so much. It's people who waste my time. Like, I can't stand that. Like, people...
I was just going to say the other one.
Which one?
Liars.
Ooh.
Because that is... You don't like that.
Okay, I think they go hand in hand, though.
They can.
They go hand in hand, though. Like, because people, like, if I feel like you're lying, you're wasting my time. So, like, I don't like both at all. Like, Robin knows there's been people in the past where I just block. No, like, because I won't go back. Like... Actually, I'm...
You have.
You know, that's a delusion.
I have too.
The delusion. We gotta grow. I'm a survivor.
See, because you know what I'm saying? We got room to grow too, baby. We ain't...
I'm a survivor.
You are.
I'm a survivor. No, but no, for real though, for real. Like, I don't like people who waste my time. It's just a no for me. Like, I don't care who you are, friend, relationship, all that. Like, none of that. Like, I'm not down with the get down. Like, no, you're getting blocked immediately. Don't ask me for nothing. That you're gonna look at my Instagram, you're not found. That's just how it's gonna be. Period. Like, I just do not care that much.
I definitely agree with that one. My biggest, and I put this on my biggest.
No,
toe. Like,
let me tell y'all. No,
I put this on my biggest toe. No, because y'all.
Bring your fighters up to the bench. No, let me tell you no, because I'm telling you, even like Robin is so transparent. Robin has even blocked me.
I blocked him times.
Like,
I blocked with an S, because y'all like wasting Robin Renee. I'm not even gonna do the whole girl. Wasting my time. It's just something about that just really gets me going.
It really
gets me going. You know, it's just something about it.
I don't like it.
I just like it strong.
Like, why can't
like, you know them question surveys where it's just like agree, slightly disagree all the way.
100%.
I don't like it. I don't, because it's like for instance, don't tell me you're on the way. You ain't washed that. You ain't washed that tail. Clothes ain't on, but you on the way though. Or don't make plans with me and cancel at the last minute when you knew. You
especially when that location be off.
You knew.
No, especially when the location be on.
You knew.
And you see it, they haven't moved
but you
either.
Knew. And you still did what you did. And now you left me no choice. You're black. You said not.
Okay, hold on. Don't get me wrong. Like, Robin's really, she's not that cut though. Like, she'll, like, if you give an explanation.
Like, you mean, it depends. Like, to certain levels, okay.
Like,
but it's like with my friends, I'm gonna give you, but with them.
Let it be someone I don't know for real. Like, you.
Like,
yeah.
I can give a little. Right? But tread light when it comes to wasting my time. That's just my pet peeve, and I'm gonna let you know that. I'm very transparent.
Okay, so like, speaking of like pet peeves, well, this is not really about pet peeves, but like, it kind of be a pet peeve because like if you let it go on for too long. But like, how do you like set boundaries with friends? Like, not like, of course, like with friends, like you can kind of like incorporate it with like with relationships as well. But like, how do you really just set boundaries?
I feel like when it comes to friends, like boundaries, like it's not as intense as like maybe like a relationship boundary, because like relationships are like obviously like a little bit more complex than friendships. But I feel like when it comes to friends, it's all about it's like a gauging thing. Like, you have to know like the kind of person you are, but you also have to know the kind of friends that you have. Like, I know with like me and Davon and like our friends, our friend group, like if say me and Davon have an issue, like at that moment in time, I'm gonna be like, hey, Davon, you know, like, I'm gonna call him. I didn't really appreciate A, B, C, D. I would just appreciate and vice versa. I feel like we deal with it kind of in the moment. I don't feel like with like my friends per se, I have to like set boundaries like from the beginning, like don't do this, I don't like this. But as things come, you know what I mean? Don't just let an issue come and then just rub it off and like while it's there, especially if like you chose like to not initially set those boundaries. Don't let it keep going on, because then that person's gonna keep doing it and then it's gonna cause more problems. So set those boundaries as they go, unless you're that kind of person who just needs to set them from the beginning, which, trust me, is nothing wrong with that. Like, communication, all communication is good communication to me,
and like
in a sense.
Okay, so the reason why I wanted to ask that question is because, okay, I know for some of y'all people out there, because I don't know if y'all can relate to me, but I am the type of person where I do not like confrontation at all. I'm very quiet. Like, no.
Because I'm sad.
Robin knows.
I'm sad.
Robin knows.
As big as our mouths be, baby, when it comes to that.
Because I would not.
Just like that.
What happened? I don't know.
I don't like it if I don't have to.
Honestly, though, but like I know there's like some other people as well. That's why I don't want to like speak from point of view. Can I speak? A standpoint point of view, because we're both extroverts. But like for more people on the introverted side, because I want to speak from all aspects, it's a little bit harder because it's just like you're always more to yourself. Some are more quieter than others. Some people who are just like, you know, are very much like impasse and just take on everything and just want to like keep it balled up inside. But for the advice that I would give, because I'm a little bit like that, I used to be a little bit like that, is to you have to like kind of step out on faith. Like, and I know it's probably gonna feel horrible afterwards, or like you're gonna feel like, oh, I shouldn't, like it's gonna be uncomfortable, or I shouldn't have done this. But at the end of the day, it's an
But
investment
if
for
you're
yourself.
uncomfortable, you're probably doing it right.
Exactly. And that feeling is only temporary. So just always think that in the back of your head. That feeling is only temporary, and you're building yourself up mentally.
Period. And you also have to take into account as well, like, what kind of friends do you have? Like,
Who's on your circle?
it's kind of who's in your circle for one, but also like, I feel like for one, there's a difference between having like high and low maintenance friends, but also
Ooh.
there's also to me levels of friends. There's gonna be certain friends that you do this with. There's certain friends that you do this with. Certain friends you can, you know what I'm saying? Like, certain friends I can really go to. Like, I can go to all my friends about stuff, but there's certain friends where I really confide in. Some friends I do this with. You know what I'm saying? You just have different kinds of friends.
Yeah.
But
I feel like that's a good, like, it comes with its pros and cons, because one thing I never liked is like the narrative that people always said that, oh, I'm a match your energy, I'm gonna do this and do that, which I personally always found weird, because like, why can't you be your authentic true self to everyone around you? Because let's say you're friends with A over here, and you're used to playing the PS5, PS4 with them, and just chilling and just watching movies with them, and you're always doing that. Come to meeting with friend B, and you're over here shaking your tail and partying, doing all that. So let's say friend A comes sees you doing all this
they
with
gonna
friend
be
B.
like,
They're gonna be like, "This time, my friend, why are you acting
be
different for
like,
the camera?"
girl,
That's what I'm
Because
saying.
one thing about it, two things for sure. My friends, they know all sides around me.
Exactly.
Like, if you're my true friend, you're going to know my serious side. You're going to know my goofy side. You're going to know every side, all versions of Robin. But what I've learned, I was talking to my homeboy about this, not everybody deserves every version of you. Hello.
And I also feel like if people don't deserve every version of you, they don't deserve you to be your friend.
Yeah, right? Because I have plenty of acquaintances. Because you're only, at the end of the day, getting a certain version of me that because I chose to give that to you.
Because I allow that.
Because I allow that, right? You have, okay? It's what you allow. Remember.
Just peep the room. Scope that scenery out.
I'm going to take it slow. Like, it's always what you allow at the end of the day. You are going to give what you want to people. And if you feel like, dang, like, because I've been in situations where it's like, man, I'm not really comfortable being like my full self around you. That's an instant. Like, that's when I know, like, for instance, even if I'm going on a date, for me, I know, like, if I can be my 100% self around you firsthand, that's why I know, okay, this might go somewhere. But if I can't, I know sometimes you have to open up to people. But, like, for me, I'm just a vibe kind of person. I just really scope the scenery out. So
and
it's
I
like,
also learned something as well, which was like, I learned it actually yesterday. And it's one of the most best advice I've ever heard is it's always a yes until you make it a no. No, literally, I want y'all to like think that again. Like, it is always a yes until you make it a no.
this is always you.
Like,
At the end of the day, right? All right.
I mean,
You are
and we
in
just gonna
control.
leave that on that
You
for
are
real.
in control.
No,
babe.
like for real,
Okay.
for real.
So let's get into like, okay, because like we said, we're sophomores, we're in college, we're marketing students, you know what I mean? So, and again, we don't just reach, like, I know there's going to be a lot of college students, like, watching, but we're for everybody. Trust me, baby. You don't got to be in college. We just know better than you, baby, because really, I don't even, like, school.
If I'm being quite
If we're
honest,
being quite honest, baby, trust me.
I almost dropped
I am
out.
no better than anybody. But since we are in college, right? Since we're here, let's just talk about like navigating, like, because I know we're sophomores now. We're out of that freshman phase, freshman whatever era. So like, how was it like navigating? Has it been easy? Did it exceed your expectations? Did it go below your expectations? Like, how is it?
How I would say college for me was, well, first of all, I would say when I tell my experience, that experience may be completely different. Every college experience is going to be different for everyone. So for me, college was, I would say it was fun my first semester. And then after that, I personally didn't like it. Mainly because, of course, like for me, I've always been told do all the events. So I was just doing events left and right, getting myself into this, figure out what I like about this. I was like, not really feeling that. So, you know, as long as you try it once, you don't have to go back and do it again. So that part was always fun for me. You know, when I look back at it, I'm like, oh, I'm really glad that I did that. But there were some other parts where I was just like, I'm just not feeling that. It's just really not for me, like, once again. And also, I would definitely say is, like, there's like this thing where I don't know if it's just that happens to every single college student, or at least for every single friend that I've talked to, is this thing about first semester friends not being there.
Let's talk about it.
Like,
I've heard that too. Like, that was one of my, like, I can remember, like, my earliest, like, piece of advice that I got was, like, don't really, like, get too comfortable with your first semester friends, because honestly, 9 times out of 10, those friends are going to survive past that initial first semester, second semester at most. Like, and I would say for me, what I've taken away is, like, I've had, like, a couple friend groups, like, my first semester of college, but what I've taken away is, like, those friends that I did keep were the ones that I really, like, needed and, like, helped better me.
Yeah.
The groups that I did have, don't get me wrong, at that time, was it needed maybe, like, to get me through that initial freshman, you know what I'm saying, make me feel comfortable in the college experiment? Yes. But again, the word I used was comfortable. And again, if you're not uncomfortable, baby, you're probably not doing it right. Like, I feel like they were sent for me to be comfortable in that time, but baby, not comfortable for a long time. Right? It was time for me to move out that era. So the friends that I have now, I feel like they challenge me. I feel like they're better for me. They push me to be a better version I am, and vice versa. And that's the people that I need to be around, not those first semester friends who just want to go out, party, and club, baby, because that's not the life to live. We young, you young, you turn. Summer coming out, you know what I'm saying? It's gonna be real high, but baby, at the end of the day, too, life gonna keep moving, and we can't just be turned forever. We ain't young forever either. So baby, you better get on the train. It's finna leave.
I feel like also, like, people have different mindsets when it comes to, like, college. So, like, just don't take it too much to the heart, because there's, like, some friends, like she said before, there's high maintenance friends, low maintenance friends, and then there's also friends that prioritize things differently than you. Some friends are really, some people in college are actually there to go to college. Like, I know Rachi, she's going for that nursing degree, and I'm proud of her.
Shout out to Rachi.
Like, by the way, like, we keep saying Rachi. Like, Rachi's our manager.
Yeah, Rachi's like our, like, one of our, like, closest friends. Like, yeah.
So, like, if y'all will see her soon. But yeah, like, I'm proud of her. Like, this, like, she's going for her whole, like, nursing degree, and, like, she's really solely there for school, and I'm, like, proud of her, and I'm, like, blessed to have her as a friend.
Just understanding your friend.
Yeah.
Like, you have to understand, like, I understand all my friends understand me. Like, we all have different schedules. We're all very busy. But at the end of the day, if I needed to call somebody at 3 a.m., if I need to call Davon, whoever, they're going to
be there,
and vice versa. Like, despite the schedule, like, just knowing your friends, because, like, for instance, like, one of my closest friends, my best friend, she's a very low maintenance friend. Like, we have a low maintenance kind of friendship. I don't have to talk to her every day. Not even every week. It could be twice, once a month. Pick up like it never left. But if I ever needed her in between those times we didn't talk, I guarantee she'll be there. Vice versa. Somebody like me and Davon, we talk, like, well, we see each other, like, every day. So we're a little bit more high maintenance. But, like, understanding, like, what kind of friendship you have will make it way easier when, like, navigating and setting boundaries as well. When it comes to it. You know what I'm saying? Knowing your friends, gauging it. Because I can't gauge what we have based off of, like, another relationship I have with somebody who's low maintenance.
This is, okay. This just came in my head, but this is going to be like a conversation starter. Because I heard, I got two that just popped in my head. Okay.
Oh, he's going.
And he's going, can't stop. Okay. Okay. I'm going to say both of them at once because I'm going to forget them. Okay, the first one is, you know, the question is, like, friends that start a trip never come back being friends.
Okay.
Like, that is, like, I want to know, like, why about that. And the second thing kind of is, the second question I have is, should you live in an apartment with your best friend? I've heard about that one before.
Okay.
And I've heard good about it.
Okay, so I can really relate to the first one with the travel thing, because we've all heard, or at least I've heard, like, the way to really know stuff about a person is to, one, either live with them or travel with them. Ooh. And I haven't done the second one, but I've done the first one. So, like, me and my homegirl, we just went on a trip. And I wasn't even really nervous. I know some people are like, oh my gosh, I'm kind of nervous because I wonder if it's going to go as I planned. Are we going to come back friends? But to me, the experience was good. I feel like for every situation, it's not going to be like that. It may not be like that. I do feel like you do learn a lot.
Yeah.
Even if it's just little things, like, you just learn a lot about people, like, when you're actually forced to be, like, in a closed, like, space for, like, periods of time. You know what I mean? So I know for me, my experience was good, but I know for everybody, it can alter a relationship. Just simply, it's just gonna be things that you learn. It might be, oh, well, how they, you know what I'm saying? It could be even how they shower. It could be, oh, when we go out, like, you know what I'm saying? It could just be little stuff like that could really just alter a friendship or just how you view somebody.
Yeah.
And then I know, like, with living with somebody, I firsthand haven't did that, but I feel like that's just can get way trickier than just traveling, because even if it's not your house, even if you don't have your own place, like your room, your bathroom, that's your peace, that's your space, especially your bedroom. You don't just invite anybody into your bed. Well, I don't invite anybody into my bedroom. I can't speak for everybody.
Okay.
You know what I'm saying? To each his own. It's not a judgment zone. Okay, that rhymed.
You know.
But no, for real. But that's like your peace. So it's like when you do choose to live with somebody, you have to like take in like account like you're sharing space.
Yeah.
So trying to find your own peace in a space that's shared can get a little tricky.
And
it can get a little tricky. Because everybody don't live the way you live.
Exactly.
You might have a problem with the way I fold my towels or the way I, you know what I'm saying? I say do dishes. It could be something so little that can really, because the way you used to doing stuff ain't the same way somebody else gonna do it in bed. You know? That gets a little tricky. So if you don't, my advice, even though I haven't done it, but if you're gonna choose to live with somebody, like, really just make sure, you know what I'm saying? Because I've also seen situations where people be like, oh, well, da-da-da-da, forget you, I'm not paying rent. People left to pay, you know, people do, it's crazy where we living.
So, like,
you know, I don't want no added stress.
That's what I'm saying. So, if you're going to live with somebody, think about all that.
You know what I mean?
I will always say, think as if you can pay the whole rent by yourself.
Because if you can't pay it twice, then baby, you don't need to buy it once. And that's just, right?
If you can't buy it twice, ain't gonna be nice. You know, it's true though. It's true.
But I feel that. Okay, so we did talk about like navigating college. I would say like from my experience, I've always been like more extroverted, social. So like coming into college, I wasn't like fearful or anything or nervous that like, oh, I wouldn't find friends per se.
Yeah.
I was just kind of like, college is like literally social land, right? So if you're a social person, you're gonna find somebody. So I was like, I'm gonna find at least one friend, you know, 2-3 friends. So I feel like that was like the brighter side of college. I will say nothing really prepares you for college, like, because my experience is not the same for Davon versus somebody else versus the next person. So I feel like you can only prepare so much. You can try to prepare your mind mentally, but it's not gonna be 100% because how college treats me is not gonna be you. I've heard people be like, oh my gosh, college was the best years. I met so many connections, and I've heard people like it was the worst years. You know? Not to wish that on anybody. I hope it goes well for anybody that's in college, but everybody's experience is just different. That's life.
And like I said before, I'm gonna say it again. It's a yes until you make it a no. And also, you make the experience of college. What you put into it is what you get. Like if you put nothing into it, I promise it's gonna be boring if you don't put nothing into it.
Because literally, like, trust me, school is not my favorite thing. Like, I know some people love learning, and learning is a beautiful thing. College, I mean, school's just never been it's never been like, oh my gosh, that's my thing, right? It's just, you know, sports was my thing. Meeting connections was my thing. In college, it allows me to do that, and so that's what I look forward to. Like, yes, I look forward to going to class and making that A on my test, but at the same time, what pushes me is like, okay, the connections, the people you're gonna meet, just, you know, me being able to do those fun things in college and really getting to like find me. True. I feel like that's my thing with college. Like, and don't get me wrong, again, just because you're not in college don't mean you're not gonna find yourself. But I'm just saying, in college, with the things I like, me being really social, being around people all day, it allows me to kind of like figure out the things I really like, the people I want to be around, the person I really want to be. And so that's what's pushing me at the end of the day.
Tight.
You know?
Tight.
That's what's pushing me. So I don't like college because we kind of talked about it, but like it can be a lot. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? Like, I talked about the bright side of college, you know, connections, all that. But it's another side that college can be overwhelming. Like, it can be, I've had times where I've just, like, seasonal depression is real. Like,
okay, so, like, oof, like, getting into it, and I will be, like, I'm going to be so transparent, because I feel like I would never, like, I don't like speaking about my life, just because I feel like I already give so much of my life already up. But, you know, we're unfiltered. So, I'm gonna have to, you know, let this hair down.
Unfiltered. Okay.
I gotta let this hair down real quick.
Where?
This 40-inch butt.
Sorry.
Anywho, but as to what I was saying, is that college for me, like, there's had its ups and downs. I'm saying in high school, I was an A B student. I was walking into college with a 3.7, 3.8 GPA. Coming into college, no, that second semester, failed class.
Okay.
Next semester after that, failed class. And it's just like mentally, like, it's hard. Like, you're having to balance so much out. And I think kind of COVID kind of helped us in a way to like do things on our own, which I'm kind of grateful for COVID, not the circumstances, but for what it taught me.
Yeah, the isolation.
Yeah, the isolation that it really taught me to do like things on my own. But at the end of the day, it was a lot harder, and then just dealing more family things, financially, it's like so much issues and stuff that goes on in life that an individual goes through. You don't understand how that can take a toll on their mental. Like, and you can go through the same issues and problems as somebody else, but some person might perceive it and go through it a completely different way that you did. Like,
Right.
for example, a lot of people just don't know that I'm an actual twin, and we didn't go through the best things in life, but she went through what she went through a whole different way, the way that I transferred it a whole different way. But at the end of the day, though, going back on topic, though, college is hard. Like, I'm not gonna sit
It
there.
can be hard.
I'm not gonna sit there and put in your faces that, oh, there's always glitz and grams 24/7. There's that time where you have to have balance and actually get the work done. And it's like, I'm telling you, like, it's just not like how everyone seems it is. Like I said, people want to post on Instagram, YouTube, and all that, the glitz and glams or questionnaires and all that stuff like that. Which, don't get me wrong, it's fun. There's always a time to have fun and like goof around, but when it gets down to your books and studies, make sure you put that on the forefront, because
Yeah.
at the end of the day, you're here for a reason. At the end of the day, when those 4 years are up, ain't nobody gonna remember you from that college,
Okay.
except the friends that you make.
I like that point that you made with like the whole COVID thing, because even though I did experience COVID and I actually had to go, like, I was forced into isolation. Everybody was in some kind of isolation, whether or not you did or did not have COVID. But I just feel like, especially I can relate like with the whole like seasonal depression thing. Like, when it comes to school, and like it just being a lot on your mental. Sometimes you have to resort back to isolation to help better you. Because let me sit up, because baby,
We better get into it.
But no, on some real, because like you gotta think, when everything's just so much on your mind and everything's overwhelmed. What? Come on, girl, don't get to doing this right now. When things get a little overwhelming, you have to resort back to what's gonna get you back into that place to like thrive again, and that's isolation, right?
And it's
like,
hard.
So it is hard.
No,
Don't
it's
get me wrong,
hard.
it's hard, but like I know like some tips like that help me. It could be something little as, okay, I'm just finna go just sit outside. I'm just finna go on my porch or my balcony. I'm gonna just stand and just get some air. Something simple as that. Or it could just be like, you know what? I'm gonna just put on my old favorite show. Or I'm gonna just cook this dish. You know, I haven't cooked in a minute. Or you know what? I used to paint. Let me paint something. Or just something to like, cause you gotta think like in those times and things that you used to do, that's what made you happy. So sometimes you gotta resort back to even simple things. Just take that time. It
I
could
feel
be
like that goes hand in hand with self-care in a way.
yeah, with
You
self-care,
really have to
like,
take
it
care
could
of
be like, you know
yourself.
what, I'm gonna take me a really good shower. And y'all know them everything showers. Them
You
every
know,
baby, you
from head to toe.
from head to the biggest toe, babe. So it could be something as little as that, just like simple self-care, read a book, like just resorting back to those things that helped you thrive so you can thrive again and like get out of that state, because I'm telling you, it's going to challenge you. And those things, it's going to be curveballs that just throw your way. But you know what? Sometimes you just got to take it and just roll with the punches. But that's what we here for, because we be going through stuff. I'm going to let y'all know when we going through stuff. Y'all going to let us know in the comments. You know what I'm saying? We got to start commenting.
You know,
But
I know,
for real
like,
though, like,
for real.
the thing is to like navigate, even if you're not 20.
Yeah.
Just navigate these teens, 20s, even if you 30s, these years together, because we're young and we trying to figure it out just like y'all. Trust me, we don't got it, babe. I don't got it nearly
No, seriously.
all
Like,
together.
another thing is that you also have to realize, and it's just for like, you know, like your parents or the people that took care of you, they're going through the same experience just as much as you are once. Because they're older than you doesn't mean that they're wiser than you. So let's just say that they're going through everything once with you. So you got to give them a little bit of grace. just as much as you will give
'Cause
someone
we're
else
all-
grace. Because we're all learning this once time. Like, this is like hard. Like, we live in a world where it's broken, but at the end of the day, we just have to find a way to navigate through it.
And this is another thing too, like another just piece of advice. Like, I feel like a lot of times also in college, even when things get overwhelming, even when they're not, like people like will just dwell on the fact like, man, like I'm not as advanced as this person.
Oh my
Or it could
goodness.
be vice versa.
Yes.
Baby, you have to learn to be content where you are. And I've learned that. I think I've always like been pretty good with that. Just being content, because like you can't base your journey and your growth off of them. Maybe you needed that growth. Maybe you needed that setback that God gave you so you can move and thrive and eventually be to, I guess, to where some of these people are. But are you ever going to be where somebody else is? No, because you're not them.
Because when it's all said and
Like-
done, if you were to have everything taken away from, stripped away from you, are you going to be okay?
Okay. Right.
You should be able to have everything stripped away from you and say that I'm content.
And even vice versa, you also have to be okay that everybody might not be as advanced as you are. Because I know sometimes we look at our circle and we be like, man, like, dang, I'm really ahead, da 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 da. Maybe I should take a step back. I don't know, da da da. You second guessing,
Yeah.
like, am I really meant to be here? Baby, everything. Trust me, if you there and you having them doubts, baby, you meant to be there. You meant to be there, and you have to be okay. I feel like people also have to just be okay, content with like just not with being ahead than other people. Because again, everybody has different growths, different journeys. So if your friends or the people surround you are not where you are, that's okay. Maybe you might need to adjust who you around, because like they say, you should never be the smartest in the room, and I stand on that.
Ooh, and
you should never.
Because that stunts your growth. And also, one big advice that my family always told me, and Robin has always been keeping my toes on it because I was lacking this, and I still lack this a little bit, is that to please keep your blessings. And like, please keep your blessings.
I snatch them up like a bat. Get in the store. I snatch them up.
Keep your blessings to yourself until they are confirmed, and not even just confirmed until you completed it, and then show off the good work later. Because I'm telling you, people do not have the best intentions for you, and I know this from experience. I know this from experience.
Especially in college, I've seen it. Like, we've seen it firsthand. Like, being in college, it's like in high school when it used to be like those like that like tier social system, like, you know what I'm saying, like the quiet kids, the kind of known kids, the super like the athletes and all that. That tier kind of system follows you to college.
It does.
And it's like people will literally categorize you based on who they think you are and where you should be.
Yeah, they like, because I know people are like, oh, yeah, I definitely want to be like like I'm telling you, to this day, I really just honestly feel like college is like the high school for adults, because it really, because like, but it's just tweaked a little bit. Like now it's like, oh, I want to be messing with the person in a fraternity or whatever. Like it's just like, it's all about status, about what I can do to make things bigger and better. And it's just like, it's not worth it at the end of the day. And like, even I already know there's gonna be people who are like, oh, they're starting a podcast. Like, at the end of the day, there's not going to be people that's going to want the best for you. And that's okay, because at the end of the day, I mean, I don't... It's going to happen one way or another. And also, don't be scared of failure, because failure is just a way of you
to keep going. But failure is sometimes needed. I feel like, because for instance, for me, like, I can say, like, my life wasn't super hard. Like, I'm not the type of person to flaunt, like, oh my gosh, like, my life, I'm from my life was not super hard. So it was like, I feel like growing up, it was like things were just going so well. I feel like I could just accomplish everything. And I still feel like I can, but you might not accomplish it on the first time. I feel like I've had like reality checks, especially like recently. It's just kind of like, okay, I might have failed at this, but I feel like it was the reality check I needed, because like everything's not going to be, you know what I'm saying, peaches and cream for you. Like, especially for somebody like me, you know what I'm saying, who said like I didn't grow up like with a super hard life, you know, which I'm thankful for. But like, I feel like I need that reality checks. Reality checks are important for anybody, no matter where you are in life, because like life's not going to always be perfect. It's not.
And like, just to also piggyback off what you said, but to kind of tweak it a little bit, is y'all need to stop. This gonna be a little
preach.
This gonna be a little unfiltered here, and y'all might either love me or hate me for this one. But y'all need to stop envying people of the life that they have because you don't have it. Stop making it. Y'all need to stop. No. Because I'm telling you, y'all need to stop.
You better come.
Y'all need to stop praising this life. Hold on. Because like y'all need to stop praising this life that, oh, I came from this, I came from that.
don't want it.
Like, I'm
no,
telling you. Like, stop. And I understand that. I know some people actually go through it. I'm not going to say, I did not have the best life either. I raised from not the best place in Miami, Florida. I moved from certain reasons and all that. But it's like, are you going to want to say that whole story your whole life, or are you going to want to actually do something with it? Because half y'all want to talk about y'all, half y'all talk about y'all struggle more than what y'all got going on now.
And then my thing, like you said, like, we gotta stop envying, because, like, when I say you don't want it, your perception is fake. You only see. We were just talking about this earlier. People only allow you to see
what they want you to see.
They want. Like, you're seeing, oh, they got this, but you don't know what they did to get that. What they've been through to get that. Where they've been to get that. So this life you fantasizing, do you want the baggage that come with it? Because, like, you don't know their story. You don't know my full story. I don't know his full story. He don't know your full story. He don't know the next person. So don't you ever be like, oh my gosh, I wish. Wish, what is a wish? You wish what? You better wish you wake up another day.
Oh.
Okay.
You better, no, for real though.
You wishing for the wrong, baby, I'm finna get to what?
You know.
But you wishing for the wrong thing. Because as much as you wishing for them, they could be wishing, oh my gosh, I wish I had your life. Because they might think, oh my gosh, they might think, oh my gosh, they're so advanced to me, da da da. No, baby, you where you at for a reason. Why you
over here thinking that Billy with his Porsche is living his good life and you want that life? He could be having his going to a park.
Oh my gosh, no, because it takes me back. I don't even know if you were with me, but it was at some church, and the pastor was just saying, like, you better appreciate when you in the valley, baby. A lot of y'all, trust me, I might still be in the valley. I think I may be like trying to go up the mountain. I might be like on, like hanging on. You know what I'm saying? Hanging on by a fingernail. But like for real, like, you got to appreciate being in the valley, because baby, when you get up to that mountaintop and you look at where you came from, it's oh so beautiful. But it's also beautiful in the valley. What J. Cole say is beauty in the struggle. It's beauty in the struggle. We all struggling. Even if you might not think struggling, we all struggling with something. Even the richest people struggling with something. But we gotta appreciate those struggles. So baby, when we come out them struggles, what? It's beautiful. It's a beautiful thing. You know?
Honestly.
And that's just all I wish. Like, we are gonna get out again, navigating just our 20s, just, you know, struggling but surviving.
And that's really it on college, though.
Struggling and surviving. That's really college. Struggling and surviving.
I'm a survivor. I'm a survivor. You better lay low. You better lay low. You better grow. You better show them how to roll. You better lay low. You better grow. You better lay low. You better lay low. You better go to church and cake. I'm so sorry. We probably hurt the mic. I'm so sorry. The mics. I'm sorry. Look around, everybody on mute.
Beyonce! But no. Okay, so when it comes to friends, okay, do you think we should like be strategic when it comes to friends, or should we even look at friendships as like strategy, or like how when we're looking at friends, how should we?
Honestly, friendship should just honestly come natural. If it don't come natural, I mean, I want to say like not be friends with them, because you know some friendships build over time, or like some friendships show up in a different way. Like it could be someone like you didn't like at first, and then you end up becoming besties afterwards. But really, for me, if it doesn't come off natural, I'm not looking too forward into it. That's just me personally. That's a short way of putting it. But I honestly feel like some things just don't have to. You don't have to put an explanation on it. I feel like some things are a little bit more common sense. So like.
You just know who for you.
You just know. Like, not everyone's for you.
And I don't know why we even try to avoid it. Because I'm sorry, especially, I will speak for the girlies. Like, you know she ain't your friend.
So, why waste her time?
But it's like, I know, like again, I can speak for the girlies. You know what I'm saying? But it's like, girls these days, especially in college, being secret competition. Oh, secret competition got y'all in the chokehold. Even if I felt any sense of competition or anything with my friend, you're not my friend, nor am I going to continue being a friend to you. Like, y'all know the signs. Like, with the whole red flag thing, y'all just be talking about, oh, for these boys, he red flag, this red flag. look at the people you surround yourself with, and let's see how many red flags. You know what I mean? Ooh. You just can't say he a red flag and you ignoring the ones that surround you. Ooh. On a daily. Let's really talk about it. Y'all want to talk about it. Your homegirl really ain't your homegirl. Your homeboy really ain't your homeboy, but you denying the red flag still to this day. But you want to sit in their face and...
Cause why you picking and choosing?
Right?
You can't
you picking and choosing your battles and your struggles, baby. You can't do that. Cause you can't say something don't go for one, but it go for the other. Baby, now you contradicting your own self. Let's really talk about it. But y'all don't want to go there. Cause I'm telling you, I'm gonna be real.
I don't.
It's transparent all day, baby.
I know, because one thing, I don't like a hypocrite.
Because I don't like a hypocrite. Cause you saying, oh, this won't go for one, but you saying it'll go for your homegirl because she my homegirl. Is she really though?
Isn't that like low key?
Is she really though? You know what I'm saying? I've had.
But like, isn't that like low key breaking like sister code or something like that? Like low key in a way.
It could be. I just feel like it just at some point you just, if you know she ain't your friend, just don't be her friend. That's all I gotta say. You know when somebody ain't for you. Ooh, even if you have a doubt, it should never be a doubt. Because I promise you, I look at any of my friends, it's never been a doubt. True. If I ever have to doubt you, baby, you're right. If I ever have to doubt you, I'm right.
Y'all need to listen to your gut and discernment. Like, build that up, and that'll.
Like LMA said, it's a good feeling. Like, your intuition, when has it ever lied?
It doesn't.
When has it ever steered you wrong, baby? It might have took you down the back road, but you gonna get to where you going.
I just wanna go there with you. Go there with you. Not for real though.
But yeah, like, they not for you.
Yeah.
So when we do have dead weight, like, how do we know, like, when it's time? When is it time to let go of that friend? Or, like, how many chances should you give a person? How many chances should you give your friend to keep? Because I would say I've dealt with this. I've dealt with, like, like, giving people too many chances. Like, with friends. But with friends, like.
Oof, let me set up for this one. Cause
that's what I've struggled with at times.
Okay, so, for me, I'm going to speak from the version of me now. For me, I'm a soul person where it's just, you get one chance, like, after you mess up the first time and you're done. Before, I would be like, oh, no, you're done. Like, after you get no chance after that, you're just done. But as I started to, learn stuff and, just reading things more, I learned that God gave you grace multiple times over and over again. Why are you only giving them one chance? But don't be mistaken about what I said though. Depending on what the situation is and how deep it is.
Gauging.
Yes, you do have to gauge everything you're doing. I'm not saying like for example, if someone was beating on you, you should stay. Like no, like that draws a line there. You physically touched me. But you just have to gauge it. See, like, it just, you gotta be reasonable. But at the end of the day, you just have to know it's time. Stop trying to wait for yellow flags. Stop trying to wait for this. Stop trying to feel like in a relationship you can fix them because you think you can. Or I see the good in him, let me say and fix it for him. No, he has to fix it. He has to want it for himself. I'm gonna read y'all there because half y'all be doing that. Y'all just gotta know when to leave.
You just gotta gauge.
You just gotta know.
I mean, like I said, like, especially when it comes to friends, like, you know she ain't for you. Now, like, again, I'm real transparent here. I'm not gonna act like I'm perfect because I've definitely given people way too many chances, more than, like, I should have gave them. Especially with friends. Like, because it's like, for instance, like, I've known people for years. It could have been years. And it's like, oh my gosh, like, you're a really close friend. Like, okay, I'm gonna give you more chances than I'll give somebody that I haven't known as long because, like, you know what I'm saying? Like, the time. But at the same time,
but it's like,
the
don't
time really define, like, how, like, the strength of relationship. No,
but at the same time, it's really like, to sum this all up, it's really like, the lesson that I would say, just to sum this whole conversation up though, is don't bite the hand that feeds you. That's really how it is. Like, just don't bite the hand that feeds you. If someone's there to support you, someone's there to guide you, the good people that are in your life, don't take advantage of it. Or don't take advantage of it. Because like, you will then realize it is so hard to gain people like that in that circle in your life. It is so hard. As much as there's like 8.6 billion plus people that we know on this earth, it is so hard just to get one that is authentic and true.
Right.
So.
But at the same time, I would say back to the boundaries thing though, like, you can't necessarily at the same time get like feel some kind of way or like upset about a relationship that you never set boundaries with.
Exactly.
Because like I would say I've done that like again like even with like homegirls, it's like okay, like we're good friends, da, 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 but we might have not set those boundaries. So when you start doing these little like pop up like, you know, yellow, red flags, it's like, I'm feeling some kind of way. But you know, then like now that I'm older and like I'm at the place now, I'm thinking like, well, Rob, you didn't really set them boundaries. Not to like give an excuse for their actions, but at the same time, if you don't set boundaries, some people like actually do things and it's like they're not knowing like of how that make you feel, because maybe the friends they're around, they set those boundaries and it's okay for me to do it to her, but it's not okay for me to do it to you, but I didn't know. Right? Because not saying you can't be yourself around everybody, like you should around all your friends, but it's like certain things are just not gonna go for Davon that it would go. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Like certain things might bother me that might not bother Davon, and that's okay. But you have to know your friends. Again, I feel like the whole like theme of this, like I don't know, this episode is like know your friends, know the people you're around, gauging.
Ooh.
Right? Gauging is like you have to gauge any relationship. Gauge a romantic relationship. Gauge non-romantic relationship.
Gauge your
with
friends
your
in
family,
college.
friends in college, anybody, co-workers. Gauging is like such a big thing. So, and I feel like now that I'm at like a better place, like just a slightly better, you know what I'm saying? I'm still a kid pretty much today.
Still learning.
But still learning, still growing, still striving, right? But I'm in a better place to just know that I can like gauge those relationships more, because at the end of the day, it's not only gonna help you, but your mental as well. It's just gonna help everything.
Yeah.
Just everything. When you have great relationships, it makes it so much easier on you to just like thrive. You don't want to be in any like relationships that's gonna like stunt your growth. Because if I'm not learning anything from the person sitting next to me, baby, I don't want you next to me. Matter of fact, there's no seat for you. There's no seat.
Christina.
Uno skip card.
Christina.
Uno skip card.
Christina.
And I'm double stacking because baby, we stack around here. When
Christina.
we play Uno, right? Okay. Yeah, we stack. We stack. But yeah. So I think, I don't know, I feel like that was kind of a good episode.
I think that was too.
Y'all like chat, y'all liked it?
Y'all liked it?
Y'all
need to comment down below.
I think they did.
I think they did.
But I don't know. I'm excited for what's to come.
Me too. I feel like this is one of like many things to come.
Many.
Really, really, really. And I'm like so excited for what we have planned.
We have many topics coming. If y'all ever want to like us to touch on a certain topic, feel free, because I mean like we come up with stuff that we really want to get off our chest, but at the same time it's a two-way street. It's a community again, so it's like we want to get stuff off our chest, but we want to like give y'all insight on things y'all want to know too. So if it's a topic,
oh yeah, some things for y'all to get off y'all chest. Always comment down below, because we'll touch on them. Like if you got a storyline, we will say that storyline, not telling your name, just out of respect, and then we'll help you.
We here to help y'all grow, but we also want to grow as well, so y'all help us grow, and that's real. Like I said, it's a two-way street.
Yeah.
Like we're all growing and
like all
navigating.
jokes aside, this is not for, you know, of course we want to grow and elevate and get our name out there, but this is not just for like the fame, the money, and all that. Like generally, we want this to be an open space.
It is no coin.
Right now we're literally
like
right now there's no coin to this right now.
We got a camera and a little light and a little microphone.
As we know, like we're just doing this straight at the dome, all because you just want to like, you know, be heard and also have other people be heard as well. So
period. So I think with that being said, y'all need to just come back next Sunday.
Okay.
For more Unfiltered.
With Robin and Davon.
See y'all next time. Bye.
Bye.